Dorit Kemsley has new confession on PK that shocks castmates. Dorit Kemsley is nothing if not full of surprises. In the above preview for Season 14, Episode 16 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, set to air Tuesday, March 18, Dorit makes a surprising confession about her relationship with estranged husband Paul PK Kemsley. More specifically, she tells her castmates that when she and PK were still together, they weren't the types to strip down to their birthday suits in front of each other. The topic comes up when Bozoma St. John shares with the housewives that her suite features an outdoor shower, which she offers to let the others use. But Dorit turns down the offer, explaining to the table, "Even with my husband, I don't walk around an ****. This is shocking to Bozoma because, in her opinion, your romantic partner is often the person you feel most comfortable with. "I can't imagine being in a relationship where I was holding anything back," Boss says in her confessional. "I mean, it's the whole point of intimacy. I could be an **** physically, **** emotionally, an ****. Jennifer Tilly defends Dorit after her confession about PK. Jennifer Tilly, one of Sutton Stracke's closest friends, comes to Dorit's defense, explaining that she once dated an Englishman too, and he was just as reserved. She specifically recalls starring in the Broadway play The Women in 2001 and having a scene where I stood up in a bathtub and I was full frontal ****. Jennifer didn't mind bearing it all, but she says her English boyfriend was mortified when he saw the play. She remarks, "You know how uptight the English are." She also shares that she could understand why being an **** and walking around might be a tad uncomfortable, as you're not able to make yourself presentable. To make her point, Jennifer reveals that when she and her ex would be intimate, I'd go in the bathroom, lay down, I'd arrange myself in a very attractive position, turn the lights down low, and I'd be like, "I'm ready." Are Dorit and PK back together? Though Dorit referred to PK as her husband in that RHOBH preview, she has not gotten back together with him. She confirmed during her March 11 appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen that their relationship remains on ice. When host Andy Cohen asked if there's a possibility Dorit and PK could get back together, Dorit indicated it isn't likely, adding, "I don't think if I decided I wanted to get back together that it would happen just like that." Yet, the couple has not filed for divorce because that would require being in communication, according to Dorit. Dorit and PK continue to share custody of their two kids, Jagger Kemsley and Phoenix Kemsley. Dorit Kemsley's new confession about PK, a shocking revelation that leaves the cast speechless. Dorit Kemsley is no stranger to surprises. Throughout her time on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she has consistently kept both her castmates and viewers on their toes, dishing out jaw-dropping moments that leave us questioning what we really know about the glamorous world of the Beverly Hills elite. But in the upcoming Season 14, Episode 16, it's not the usual drama or a flashy designer outfit that will steal the spotlight. Instead, it's an unexpected confession about her estranged husband, Paul PK Kemsley, that sends shockwaves through the group and leaves the cast stunned. The scene unfolds during a luxurious getaway as the women relax in a lavish suite. Bozoma St. John, the guest star for this episode, shares that her suite includes a fabulous outdoor shower. She invites the ladies to indulge in its refreshing waters, but when the topic of showering and personal intimacy comes up, Dorit drops a bombshell that no one saw coming. "I don't walk around inked even with my husband," Dorit confesses casually, almost nonchalantly, as the other women pause mid-conversation, processing her words. The cast is left in stunned silence. It's not just the remark itself that shocks them. It's the notion that Dorit, a woman known for her glamour and poise, would openly admit to feeling modest even with her partner of many years, a person she spent countless intimate moments with, yet claims to not feel comfortable in her most vulnerable state. This revelation is especially shocking to Bozoma, who openly expresses her surprise in her confessional. "I can't imagine being in a relationship where I was holding anything back," she says, almost incredulous. "I mean, it's the whole point of intimacy. I could be inked physically, inked emotionally, inked. Her belief in openness, both emotionally and physically, contrasts sharply with Dorit's stance, which leads Bozoma to further question the dynamics of Dorit's relationship with PK. It's a conversation that moves beyond the usual surface-level banter and delves into a topic most of the housewives rarely touch on: emotional and physical intimacy. A deeper look into Dorit and PK's relationship. This surprising admission opens the door to a deeper exploration of Dorit and PK's marriage, and by extension, their separation. Despite the publicized cracks in their relationship and their current status as a couple who is on ice, the confession raises more questions than it answers. Was there always a level of distance between Dorit and PK that we never knew about? Or has the relationship truly changed to the point where Dorit feels more guarded with her partner than she did in the past? While the couple is not officially back together, as Dorit confirms during her March 11 appearance on Watch What Happens Live, the ongoing status of their relationship remains in limbo. "I don't think if I decided I wanted to get back together that it would happen just like that," she tells Andy Cohen when asked about the possibility of reconciliation. It's clear from her words that any chance of them reuniting would be a slow, careful process, if at all. However, despite not officially filing for divorce, Dorit and PK continue to share custody of their two children, Jagger and Phoenix, maintaining a level of civil co-parenting for the sake of their family. They may not be together romantically, but their shared responsibilities as parents remain a central part of their lives. The question now looms larger. Could Dorit's confession about her lack of physical comfort with PK be a clue to the emotional distance between them? Is their strained relationship partly rooted in this lack of openness, this inability to strip away their guards both emotionally and physically? Or is it simply another example of the Kemsley marriage being far more complex than what meets the eye? Jennifer Tilly weighs in, a lesson in British modesty. As the conversation about intimacy and comfortability in relationships continues to unfold, another surprising twist comes when Jennifer Tilly, one of Sutton Stracke's closest friends, chimes in to defend Dorit. With a knowing smile, Jennifer recalls her own experiences with an Englishman. "I get it," she begins as she leans in to offer some context. "I once dated an Englishman too, and let me tell you, he was just as reserved." Jennifer, ever the storyteller, goes on to share a particularly amusing memory from her Broadway days. "I remember starring in The Women in 2001. And there was this one scene where I had to stand up in a bathtub and be completely an asterisk dead." She chuckles at the memory. "I didn't mind at all, but my English boyfriend at the time was mortified when he saw the play. I mean, you know how uptight the English are." The cast erupts into laughter as Jennifer continues. "We're not all like that, but there's definitely a certain shyness that comes with the culture. And for him, nudity just wasn't something he was comfortable with." Jennifer's anecdote sheds new light on Dorit's behavior and provides an explanation that might resonate with some of the more reserved cast members, particularly those with more modest backgrounds. "I get it," she continues. "It's not about being ashamed or self-conscious, but about the discomfort that comes from letting your guard down, especially when it comes to your body. Sometimes it's not about hiding something, but rather about keeping something sacred." To drive her point home, Jennifer shares a funny and relatable memory from her own relationship. "When my ex and I would be intimate, it wasn't like we'd just be naked in front of each other. No, I would go into the bathroom, lay down, arrange myself in a very attractive position, turn the lights down low, and then say, 'I'm ready.'" The cast laughs again, and Jennifer's storytelling brings some much-needed levity to the conversation. The comparison between Jennifer's experience with her English boyfriend and Dorit's confession about her own relationship with PK provides some clarity. It's not about being uncomfortable with the relationship or lacking intimacy, but rather about a cultural difference, one that can leave some partners more reserved and cautious, even with the person they love most. The long road ahead for Dorit and PK. So where does this leave Dorit and PK? Could their marriage, still technically intact but emotionally distant, find its way back to what it once was? The answer isn't clear, but Dorit's recent confession does give a rare glimpse into the emotional complexities of her marriage. In some ways, the cast's reactions to her admission mirror the reactions of viewers: confusion, curiosity, and even a touch of disbelief. It's not often that a reality star opens up about such intimate and personal details, especially when they involve something as universal, yet deeply private, as physical and emotional intimacy.